Let's begin in a seated position, taking a few deep breaths. Let's bring the left ear to the left shoulder and exhale and bring the chin down along the chest and then up so the ear is on the opposite shoulder. And again, just swinging the head down around. Do that a few more times. And down. And then coming back to center. Let's bring the chin over the right shoulder. Just cast your gaze over the right shoulder. Maybe gently tapping your shoulder with your chin. And then the opposite side. Again, tapping. And back to center. And then inhale and reach the arms up. And then lean to the left. You can bring your left hand down for support. Stretching all along the right side body. And inhale, back to center, and switching sides. So you should have a stretch from your right fingertips down to your right hip. Inhale, reaching up, and then exhale, gently folding over the legs. Opening up the back. And inhale, and rolling back up, rolling the shoulders back. And place your hands behind you while straightening out the legs. And just tilt your head back to open up the throat. And then inhale and lift up the hips. And exhale, it's coming back down. And let's bring your left leg into your chest, wrapping around with the right arm. Inhale, reach up with the left hand, and then set it down around behind you for a seated twist, looking over the right shoulder. And exhale and release. And switching sides. So the right leg comes in, left arm wraps around. Inhale, reach up with the right, and then down around behind for a twist on the opposite side. Inhale and exhale. And release. And setting your legs straight out in front of you. And inhale, reaching up. And exhale, forward fold, Paschimottanasana. Just wherever you can comfortably reach. Whether that's the shins or the ankles. And then inhale and rolling back up. And then let's bring the soles of the feet together and come into bound angle pose, Baddha Konasana. And sit up tall. Reach up with the crown. Maybe gently pressing the knees down. And then exhale and gently fold over your legs. And then inhale, back up. Then extend your left leg out to the side. Sitting tall, reaching up with your crown. And placing your right hand down behind you and sweeping up with the left arm and lifting the hips into stargazer. Opening up the side body. And then exhaling, coming down. Then lifting and shifting the hips to come down into pigeon. And exhale, you can come down into the elbows, relaxing into that stretch. Maybe coming all the way down onto the forehead. And just breathing. Inhale, walking the hands back up. You can reach back with your right hand for your back leg and gently pull the foot towards you so you can get a stretch in your quad. And exhale, and you can release the foot. Then shifting back to center and switching sides. So you're extending your right leg, sitting up tall. placing your hand down behind you and sweeping up into Stargazer on the opposite side. And exhale, coming back down, lifting the hips and shifting into Pigeon on the opposite side. And you can come down onto the elbows. Maybe all the way down so your forehead touches the mat. And coming back up and reaching for that back foot and gently pulling it towards you just until you feel a stretch in your quad muscle. And release. And then coming back to center, bringing the legs out straight. And again, inhaling, reaching the arms up, and exhale, forward fold, hinging at the hips. And rolling back up. And coming onto the toes into a yogic squat for a squatting toe balance. You can bring your hands out to the side into a prayer. Then on your next inhale, you're going to lift up, reach up tall, stand straight. And then exhale, forward fold. Feet about hip width or a little wider apart. Holding opposite elbows and just spilling over into ragdoll. Let your head be heavy. And then placing the hands down and stepping back into downward dog. Ears between the biceps, alternating heels down, walking out the dog. Tailbone high. Then inhale, right leg comes up and then down between the hands, coming into a lunge, to crescent lunge, engaging the core, reaching up with the hands. And exhale, coming back down and stepping back into a plank or a modified plank on the knees. And exhale down like in a plank, chaturanga. Inhale, upward or mini cobra. Just lifting it as far as is comfortable. And exhale, coming down and back into downward dog. And again, walking out the dog. Then left leg comes up and down between the hands. And then reaching up into crescent lunge. Knee stacks over the ankle. And closing the pose, coming into a prayer. That was Surya Namaskar, sun salutations. And inhale, reaching up, mini back bend. Exhale, forward fold. And stepping back into downward dog. Walking out the dog. Right leg comes up and down between the hands. Crescent lunge. Breathe, engaging the core, and exhale back down into plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward or cobra. Reaching up with the crown. And exhale back into downward. Walking out the dog, stretching all the long muscles in the body. Left leg comes up and down between the hands. Inhale, reaching up into crescent lunge. And exhaling, closing the pose and down into a prayer. Stepping back with the right leg so it's perpendicular to the front foot. Arms out parallel, and exhale, coming into a lunge on the front leg, into Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. And exhale, coming onto the front leg and reaching over into extended side angle, maybe reaching all the way down to the mat. Inhale, windmill up into Peaceful Warrior. And exhale, arms back parallel, straighten that front leg, and then reach down into triangle pose, looking up at the left hand. And inhale, coming back up, hands at your hips, feet pointing forward, bringing the heels in. Inhale and reach up, and exhale, squatting down, arms and goalposts into Kalyasana, the pose of the goddess. And inhale back up, and exhale down into Kalyasana, engaging the core and the quads. Inhale back up, one more, and bring the arms down, switching sides, arms out parallel, warrior two. And then exhaling, extended side angle. Maybe reaching all the way down. Then inhaling, windmilling up into peaceful warrior. And exhale, arms back parallel, straighten that front leg, and then reach forward and down into Trikonasana. You can look up at that hand. And inhale, coming back up, hands down at the waist, both feet pointing forward, and then hinging at the hips into a wide-legged forward fold. Maybe coming onto the elbows, bringing your heart or your head below your heart. Inhaling, bringing the feet together, coming back into that toe balance. Arms out to your side. And then into a prayer. Inhale, reaching up tall, and exhale, coming into a prayer. Again, reaching up, and exhale, forward fold. Place your hands down on the mat, and then stepping back into downward dog. And then exhaling, coming onto your knees, tabletop. And then just a few rounds of cat and cow. So inhale, drop the belly, reach the head up. Exhale, arch the back, bring the chin to chest. And just go with the pace of your own breath. And on your next inhale, come to a neutral spine. And then sitting back onto the heels, reaching down forward into child's pose, Balasana. And coming onto the elbows and coming into a modified plank or a dolphin plank on your forearms. And exhale, come down onto the belly, bring the arms out in front. And then inhale and lift the arms and legs, engaging the back. Keeping the crown tall, and exhale, resting. Then bring your hands down by your hips, palms facing up. And then inhale and lift up with your arms and legs into locust, Shalabhasana. You can interlace the fingers, really squeeze the shoulder blades together. And exhale, relax down. And just coming onto the elbows into Sphinx, elbows beneath the shoulders, crown tall to the sky. And then coming back into child's pose. And just breathing here for a few moments. Then rolling up onto your knees, or hero pose, Virasana. Then bringing the legs out in front. And leaning back, engaging the core into boat pose, so shins parallel with the floor, arms out to the side. And you can deepen by straightening the arms and legs. And release. Just come out of it. And then rolling onto your back, hugging in the knees. And from here you can roll up into a shoulder stand, just supporting your weight in your hands. You can point and flex the feet a few times. Just feel the tension draining down your legs. And then exhale, bring your feet down behind your head into plow, Halasana, And you can gently rub the backs of your legs. And then rolling down and grabbing your feet into happy baby to open up the hips. You can release and hug the knees in and gently rock to side to massage the lower back. Then hug in the left knee to your chest while straightening out the right. Left knee over the right knee and reaching up to grab that knee, pulling to the right while looking to the left for a lying spinal twist. And then coming back to center, rocking the knees again. And then the opposite side. So right knee comes in, left leg out straight, right foot over the left knee, arms out and across. Then pulling the leg over while looking to the right. And coming back to center to hug the knees in. Really squeeze them in to your chest, maybe bring your forehead to your knees. And then reach up with the arms and down with the legs in opposite directions to get a full body stretch, sometimes called the good morning stretch. And then exhale, and you can bring your hands down by your hips. Spread your feet out a little bit and just relax down into Shavasana, the final relaxation pose. And you can pause here if you want to spend some more moments in this pose. Or just breathe. When you're ready, you can gently roll over to one side to take a few breaths of transition. And slowly coming up into a seat. And let's inhale the arms up one last time. Just reach up with the crown. Then exhale, bring your hands down in a prayer. Namaste.